I will move on and deal with some other matters. We've got the cybersecurity coordinator. Yes, we do. Lieutenant General, are you familiar with the media reports that the member for Tangney's WhatsApp account was allegedly hacked or compromised in some way?
Senator, I have seen that report.
And has that been referred to you for investigation in any way?
No, Senator, it hasn't.
Have you commenced any of your own inquiries into this matter?
Senator, as I understand, it's a matter for the AFP to investigate an allegation that his phone may have been hacked.
Yep. Have you had any dealings with the AFP in relation to this matter?
No, I haven't, Senator.
Or ASD?
No, not specifically in this matter, Senator.
Or ASIO?
No, Senator.
Or the Department of Parliamentary Services?
Not on this matter, Senator.
Okay. Is it of concern to you that it's possible that a Member of Parliament's device was potentially compromised?
Senator, the protection of Members of Parliament supported through Mr Smythe might have reflections on the actions that are taken. We rely on the expert advice of ASD for technical precautions and management, and the allegation that I read in the article is a matter for an AFP investigation.
But you just said you hadn't engaged with ASD about that, so how could you have confidence that there isn't in fact a problem and that a Member of Parliament device hasn't been compromised?
Senator, the advice that's provided to parliamentarians comes from ASD. That's their role. I haven't engaged specifically on this issue, noting that it's an ongoing investigation. I do protect and stay out of the operational independence of both the ASD and the AFP on operational matters.
Sure. But, I mean, there'd be pretty serious implications if it was, in fact, the case that it was possible for an actor, whoever that may be, to compromise the WhatsApp account and send a false message from a Member of Parliament's phone. Would that be of concern and interest to you if that was able to be demonstrated?
Senator, that would be a serious concern, I think, to any official if that was the case.
So what steps have you taken to satisfy yourself that there isn't a vulnerability that needs to be addressed here?
Senator, I don't intervene in the operational roles of ASD and ACSC. I do have very regular meetings with updates on those matters with the AFP and ASD on a routine basis.
And they haven't raised this issue with you?
No, not to date, Senator.
No, so presumably they're not concerned about this hack then?
Senator, that would be a question for ASD or AFP.
Okay.
And Senator, I think Lieutenant General McGuinness would expect that if there was something which indicated a systemic issue or something beyond their remit to deal with, they would absolutely be talking to us.
So there's probably not a systemic issue here then?
Well, I would assume not that we have discovered at this stage.
Senator.
Does that suggest to you it's possible that, in fact, Mr Lim's device was not hacked?
Senator, I don't want to speculate on investigations. ASD or AFP may be able to address that better.
In your experience, how long does an investigation like this typically take?
Senator, that'd be another question for ASD and AFP.
Because this was some months ago, this was late last year that this was first reported and alleged. We're now several months on from them. If there is an ongoing vulnerability to Members of Parliament devices, that's a long period of time to go unaddressed, isn't it?
Senator, I'm not. You'd have to ask AFP about investigations. Policy issues don't get discussed on WhatsApp. There is advice from the Australian Signals Directorate on best applications to use, and that's a matter for them.
We're about to have a federal election, though. If someone's sending fake messages from Members of Parliament, that could be potentially impactful. Home Affairs has important responsibilities safeguarding the integrity of elections and preventing foreign interference, don't you?
Yes, Senator.
And so in that context, have you sought any advice from ASD or anyone else about how to prevent this happening to any other Member of Parliament?
Senator, I think as the Secretary said, if they had concerns there were systemic issues, they would have raised it. They are proactive in providing advice at all times.
Yes, I agree. If they had concerns, I assume they would have raised it too.